When you're starting with the digestive system, always look for the landmarks first. So you start up here, you can see the diaphragm. Underneath the diaphragm, you can see the liver. Right underneath the liver, you'll be able to pick out the gallbladder. And then underneath the liver, you'll be able to make out the stomach. And to find the duodenum, you first find some of the intestines, and you find the stomach coming over, and this first part of the intestines coming out, this C shape right here, is your duodenum. All of this right here would be your jejunum. To find the ileum, you're going to look for the large intestine, follow the large intestine all the way around, come all the way around until the large intestines becomes the small intestines. So this last bit right here would be your ileum, and the ileum goes into the colon. And then this pouch right here is going to be your bladder. Now once you find the major parts of it, you're going to look for the omentums. So if you pull the stomach up, you're going to remember there's going to be the lesser curvature of the stomach, and greater curvature of the stomach is where you're going to find your omentums. The lesser curvature of the stomach to the liver is where you're going to find your lesser omentum. So all of this is your lesser omentum. Greater curvature of the stomach. Pull this all down. This is your greater omentum. It's sometimes referred to as a lace apron because you see how the fat makes it look like it's lace. Now, once you have the omentum done, you're going to do the mesenteries. Mesenteries, you're going to look for the mesoduodenum, that C shape right here. This, right here. The membrane that holds the duodenum to the dorsal body wall is your mesoduodenum. So all of that underneath there is your mesoduodenum. Up here, that holds your jejunum in, is your mesentery proper. Mesentery proper. Mesentery proper. To find the mesocolon, you first find the colon, and then that membrane that attaches it to the dorsal body wall is your mesocolon, and mesorectum would just be the rectum attached to the dorsal body wall back there. Now that we have the mesenteries down, we're going to do the ligaments. So first ligament, you pull up the diaphragm, liver. This ligament right here, that's right above my finger, is your falciform ligament. The next one we're going to look at is we're going to look for the stomach, pull the stomach up, and find the spleen. Here's your spleen. Your spleen, the ligament between your spleen and your stomach is your gastrosplenic ligament. And notice how the gastrosplenic ligament looks a lot like the greater omentum. They're basically the same structure, but because the spleen is not part of the digestive system, it has to be called gastrosplenic ligament and not an omentum. Down here, this is the midline. So we look right here, we can see the median suspensory ligament of the bladder. And on the sides of both, lateral ligament of the bladder. And over here, lateral ligament of the bladder and fat pads. Now one of the trickiest ones, if you have a female cat, you grab this is the uterine horn, and all of this down here is your broad ligament. Your broad ligament runs the entire length of the uterine horn, and the round ligament runs perpendicular to it. So here's your round ligament, there's your broad ligament.